So
I'll
what if
never
you
know.
died and when you went to heaven, it was heaven is just a highlight reel of all your top 10 plays in video games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that would
I would be
be.
so disappointed if that was
That
what.
would
This
be-
is what heaven is. Are you
I'd
fucking
rock with
kidding
that.
me?
Welcome to Joy Tactics, the podcast dedicated to all things joyful, joyous, and meeting as many celebrities as humanly possible. Hosted by Eric Rahill, Nate Veroni, and Jack Bensinger. Enjoy.
I really can't stay.
Baby, it's cold outside.
I've got to go away.
But baby, it's cold outside.
This evening has been
Been hoping that you drop in.
so very no.
Oh, your hand, they're just like ice.
Whoa, what's that, Nate? What is that? That's a different song, right?
I forgot. I mean, I
Oh,
put
it's
my own.
cold. It's like
Nate,
ice
that's
out
gonna be you
here.
fucking belting it from the Alzheimer's ward in July.
Oh my
If
god!
I have
Oh, dude.
Alzheimer's, can you guys please put out the Alzheimer's mixtape and just get me in the
Oh
studio
my
every day,
God.
and I just have, and I feel like, dude, I would make magic.
I couldn't agree
like
because
that's
you
what's
have no
holding me back.
intuition or whatever, no inhibition.
Oh,
Do you,
God.
do you know when I was on the cruise ship and they did this big Christmas show and all of the singers and dancers from the musical got to put on kind of their own spin on things, and this is when "Baby It's Cold Outside" was being condemned to high hell. Like people hated this song.
Oh, because of the
They
sexual.
were trying to cancel.
Right.
Right. They were trying to cancel "Baby Outside." Baby, it's cold outside.
Yeah.
And they did a gender swap, and they made it to where the woman was poisoning the man.
Oh,
And
no.
she poisoned him,
Now-
poisoned his drink,
Right,
and then
now-
killed
yeah.
him.
Now, is that
On
the
the cruise
answer?
ship.
Is that the on a fucking cruise ship? Is that
No,
really
no.
the answer?
Nah.
Don't make me
Well,
bring up
you are
Hammurabi.
doubting. You're doubting so heavily the power of theater and what it can do to people's.
I've never doubted. If you think I've ever doubted the power of theater, you know the wrong one. You might not know me.
You might not
think
know
I
the
doubt
right
theater?
one. Yeah,
Can
they
theater
should call
change
yeah.
the world.
Yeah, it definitely can.
Every-
Change my world. Turn me into a superstar.
It can also
You know what I'm saying?
literally make a different world. Not just change it, but not just rearrange it, but I guess change it is. I don't know if you know what I'm trying to say. It's a whole different
course.
thing. It's not change. It's a different thing.
So this is it's Christmas week.
We are Christmas
one of the best weeks ever created, and this is our first Christmas episode, really kind of. And Nate's on about 22 hours of fasting right now.
Nate, how do you feel?
22 hours of fasting right now, and you know what? Feeling pretty normal. I've done 3 full days this year. Earlier this year, I did
Good God.
72 hours of fasting. And if you're thinking about doing it, I would say go ahead and fucking do it, because you feel it just kind of cleanses anything that's going on in your body, in your brain. And Lord knows, I think I need some sort of cleansing, some sort of some
Yeah.
sort of remedy to what's going on in my
Yeah.
brain, my body, whatever. So I'm trying
What
to
is going on in
flush
your
out.
brain? Why do you feel like your brain needs to be cleaned? What is going on? Are you thinking about porn or pornographic?
sinful thoughts.
Oh, whoa.
No,
Whoa.
I've been. Well, you guys can tell from my language challenges in the past couple episodes that there's something crazy going
Something's
on.
amiss.
I feel like I've been having some kind of brain fog from.
Oh, I have too.
Right.
Some sort of illness I had in the past month, like some post. I don't know if it's a long COVID or something like that.
Hyper
I'm just
COVID.
trying out some different things to see if I can fix that.
Flip it and reverse it.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to work for you. It worked last time. It'll work again. Isn't that weird how sometimes the remedy is no remedy? Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
How the fuck is that? That's so funny because you always think about like, yo, what if the aliens come to Earth and we're all trying to figure out how to kill them and we can't figure it out, and then it's pee. You know what I'm saying?
Pee is the thing that kills them.
I just mean like, when I say that, yeah, but what I mean is like oh, I wonder what the antidote's gonna be. It's gonna be some random ass thing. No, it's nothing.
The thing
It's
is,
actually
like,
urine,
maybe
crystalline urine.
I think there is at least one sort of big solution, whether it's like a cure for a disease or whatever, just so something that could go into a medicine that is really strange, and scientists would never even begin to think that.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why they
and that's
need
why we
to-
might be the best type of scientists, because we think outside the box. We're not even in their box.
And
You know
yet
what
we
I'm
get no
saying?
funding, and yet we get no funding year after year.
Right.
Even though we put
Well,
our
I'm trying
publish
to
our
change
journals.
that.
Can we start the Joy Tactics Lab?
Oh.
Check it out,
Yeah,
y'all.
we should.
Here's the first beaker number 1, Joy mug.
Oh, shit. You know what I read mostly lately? JSTOR. You guys are reading all type of different land
that-
pop culture books. I'm reading JSTOR up until the
What is that,
reading it
Scholastic?
by candlelight.
Scholastic magazine. What is JSTOR?
Yeah. JSTOR. Who's reading JSTOR for fun? Get out of here.
Hey.
I don't like people that smart. Get out of my house.
What's
if you're
JSTOR,
that
man?
smart.
Please.
JSTOR is it's a exclusive online repository of scholarly articles.
Suppository,
And you
man.
need a password. And there's no. Why are they gatekeeping knowledge in this day and age? This is the last thing they should be doing.
And you can't gatekeep knowledge, by the way, because knowledge is the one thing you can't possess or whatever.
That's right.
I mean, you can
Knowledge
obviously
is
you can
like
possess
water.
it, but you can't singularly gate. I don't know, man. Fuck, whatever.
So knowledge is like water, and JSTOR is like Nestle. You know what I'm saying? If I
Yeah.
can make that metaphor.
Do you like?
Yeah.
You're
Nestle's.
so good at metaphors. How do you do it?
How do you do that? Hey, Eric.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
Eric, do you like YooHoo?
You hoo.
No. What?
Oh, I thought you were setting me up for an amazing joke. Yeah, I do like YooHoo.
Me too. I really like it.
It really feels like there's a D's nuts joke.
Yeah,
about
yeah,
that.
I know. I've come to you
No,
know what,
it's
Jack?
weird.
You
What-
play
what's up with
around
that?
enough with words like that, people will become suspicious of you, and that's what I am of you right now. Suspicious.
I'm not crying wolf. I'm laughing wolf. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
So Christmas time is here,
Right.
and that means different. Jack, I know you are Jewish,
No, I'm not.
so you. Well,
I did, yeah, but we did celebrate Christmas, not in the religious way, but we got the
Right.
tree. We
in
have
the Santa Claus way.
correct. So
Nate, were you going to Christmas services heavily at church? Were you ever in the nativity scene at the church pageant?
God damn, dude. Yes, I was. I was in the fucking choir. I was learning sign
Oh.
language. I knew Silent
What the
Night on
fuck?
the sign language. I was in
Yeah.
the some plays. I was in the what is that? What is that? Nativity scenes? Yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh,
nativity
all-
scene.
so
Yeah.
what? Describe a church service for those of us.
Do you
who-
know the story of Christmas, Jack, or are you?
Obviously,
truly
I know the
ignorant to it?
story of Christmas. It's everybody sends out wishes, puts out cookie and milk for big
so
fat
you're
man to
getting
come out with the
to
That's
actually-
reindeer.
so funny. That's the pagan.
Right, right.
Okay, wait.
European-
Okay, wait. Let me try the religious one. Let me start here. Saint Nick. Is that related at all? No, it's not. It's not.
No.
It's about Jesus. It's about Jesus. Okay, so Jesus was born on Christmas, correct?
That's right.
Because I could think about the nativity scene when they're outside
Right.
of the churches. There's a bunch of people all gathered around a dude in a hood.
So that's your story of Christmas.
Jack,
so that's
can
how
you
you know,
rewrite the
really.
Bible
That's
just
a-
from like your
the best I
anecdotal
got.
knowledge of?
I probably could. Deuteronomy, Leviticus.
Yeah.
Leviticus is all about killing a fucking lamb or something. It's the best I got.
Leviticus was the book we would always turn to when we wanted to be all naughty while the pastor was talking, because they talk about fucking they talk about all type of nasty
Oh.
shit in there.
And
Leviticus, are you kidding me?
And Eric,
What?
you know, for my Haftorah, right? For my Torah
Yeah.
portion,
Yeah.
I had to. They give you basically a portion of the Torah to read, and mine was Leviticus, man.
So you
Bad
were
to the
being naughty?
bone.
and the boy becomes the man
And the
reading
boy-
Leviticus.
And one pube sprouted out of the hole. Um,
Man,
all
I
right,
don't
so
even
what is
remember
it?
when mine started coming out.
A couple of them are coming out of your chin right now. Looks like.
my mom, I was like, we were talking about something. She's like, I really liked how your beard looked in that one video. And I was like, oh, do you like it now?
Yeah.
And she was like, well, I liked how it looked in that video.
Come on,
Oh
mom.
my.
Shade.
Come on, mom.
Shade from my own
Welcome
mother.
back. Welcome back home, Eric.
Yeah, that's my welcome, really.
Welcome
That's the last
back.
thing I need.
Welcome back, Mace.
So the story of Christmas, Jack. Well, Mary, you know about Mary, right?
Sorry,
Mother of
hold on,
God.
hold on.
Virgin.
Yeah, start taking notes.
All right, go ahead.
Virgin much, or so she claims. Or so she claims, by the way, now that I'm atheist, I'm starting to
Wow.
be skeptical.
How do
starting
you
to become
still
skeptical.
that survive? That has survived. Like how
Damn,
long?
and you were chewing on the end of it there?
It wasn't me. It was. I don't do that.
It wasn't me.
So were you chewing on that Second City pen and taking notes on how to do scene work?
How could you not chew? How could you not get energy out when you're watching archive, studying archive material? Like,
Jack just whipped out a
this
pen
one.
that is all fucking gnarled at the end, and
Yeah.
just for the listeners.
okay,
You guys
so there's
forget
a
that people are
virgin.
listening to this, and you have no consideration for people listening on Spotify, on Apple iTunes,
Right.
on Google Podcasts.
Sorry. And it's probably the predominantly
People
of
with vision issues. Yeah.
them. Right.
Okay, so let me just body the story of Christmas really quick.
Body it.
Mary becomes all pregnant, okay, right before Christmas.
Even though
right
she
before the
never
holidays.
fucked.
No, she's a virgin.
Right.
And her husband, Joseph, the carpenter, not husband yet. Was he the husband? They didn't consummate the marriage?
I
Are
think
you
they
kidding
were.
me?
I think they were husband and wife.
Oh, so but
They
they
would
just
have to
didn't
be.
rock
Are
like
you
that.
kidding me?
Right. Yeah. Back then, of course. So she becomes all pregnant. Oh no, she becomes pregnant immediately. Right. It's full term, 9 months. It doesn't gestate. It's
Oh,
like
Eric.
bam, it's right fucking there.
I don't know if this shows up, but do you know that your Zoom name is your girlfriend's name?
Oh, is it really?
I'll just zoom in a little bit. On
Okay,
it,
okay.
If you don't.
Well, no problem.
All right.
But did you know that
And-
the archangel Gabriel came to Mary first? Before
Did
she
he
got
really
pregnant,
come through and say you were going to bear the
and just
son
showed
of
up
God?
and was like, "You're about to get fucking pregnant as fuck right now." I
What's
think."
up? Now, is an archangel? Is that an evil figure?
No.
No.
Gabriel. Well, here's the thing about
Could
the
be.
archangel.
Okay.
Right, exactly, Nate. He could be if you play with him. When the final battle comes and we battle Satan after the rapture, 10,000 years after the rapture, yeah, you wouldn't want to fuck with Gabriel.
Okay, so Gabriel's a hero, essentially.
Also, you don't know this, Eric. This is about to blow your mind, man.
Say it. Tell me now.
You know who used to be an archangel?
I mean, Satan.
Satan.
Guess you want to know what happened to my ass when I was a child? Tell me this doesn't make me some type of prophet or some type of religious figure. I'm having nightmares every night. Different type of nightmares after I walked in on my parents watching Sixth Sense. Okay? Couldn't sleep for about a year. Now, during these nightmares, one night, I'm already afraid of God. I know he can see everything. It scares me to my core.
As you
I'm very
should.
afraid of him. And I'm so afraid of going to hell. And
Yeah.
one night, I have a nightmare where I'm in hell. I just know it. But it's not the hell that's shown in cartoons. It's not fiery and hot. It's pitch black and ice cold. And yet I know as an 8-year-old that I'm in hell. And there's dripping water. And I see a figure
Oh.
come through. I see a figure walk through a doorway. And how can I see it? And he has a hood on, like Voldemort. But I wasn't reading Harry Potter yet. I wasn't allowed. The figure takes off his head, and he's pure glowing white like an angel. And I knew in my heart I had seen Satan, the devil.
Fucking devil.
And yet I had never been taught the
And he was
fall of
white.
Satan.
And he was white.
So what does that tell you about my relationship to the Almighty?
You
It tells
should
you that.
never have known what religion is. I feel like this is
I know. It
It's not
broke.
meant
I
for
would be a fucking the best realtor in Seattle, Washington right now if I had not been a religious
Yeah.
kid. I had dreamed that the Holy Spirit we were
Whoa.
driving along. Holy Spirit formed a fist, smack the top of our minivan, ripped the top off,
Damn.
killed all my family, and took me up into the sky and threw me down.
That is fucking
In the name of
sick.
God.
That's a sick dream. I would fucking pay money to have a dream like that. That's awesome. That's epic.
If only.
Well,
I
can
could
I
do
say
dreams
one
about
more
this experience.
one more thing about Satan?
Say
Yeah.
it.
It's the prequel to Satan. You know, this is like the
Yeah.
Hobbit of the Lord of the Rings for Lucifer.
Okay.
I don't know if this was like, you know how there's like I think we might have been talking about this, but just locally, I feel like, you're being taught things from the religious text by just people in your community. They're not like in your Sunday school, like for the kids, these aren't like people that have gone through theology school or gone through any sort of formal training to be a pastor. They haven't studied the Bible. They're just people that have gone to church a lot, and they've kind of formed their own opinions on the text.
And a lot of those teachers are
whoa,
recent converts.
Oh, okay.
I don't use that language. We're alt, but we don't say that type of language. But no, they're like,
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying the reborn Christians like that get saved in their adulthood after a life of crime and drugs.
Right.
Those are the ones you should be afraid of because they're the most intense about religion.
Right.
When you say afraid, what do you mean? Like they're gonna attack me or try?
They
to,
are going to try to
me?
convert you with all their might.
Now, why should I fear that?
Because you might not be able to resist when you hear the wonders of heaven and the wonders
I can't
of Christ.
resist. I've always felt that I'm very spiritually vulnerable, and I want someone to take advantage of me and bring me in because I'm sick of it, man. I don't want to be aware. I don't want to be thinking so much about just hope. There's a certain hopelessness that I like when I look at Stephen Colbert and he's missing an ear and his family. I shouldn't even bring it up, but he has a certain happiness that it's like. You have to believe in God and heaven to even access those levels of like, hello, how you doing today, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, I look like I'm clearly faking it even when I just tried to do that. So I'm
Remember
down.
when Stephen Colbert interviews Keanu Reeves and he goes, Keanu, what do you think happens to our loved ones after they pass away?
Oh, Stephen.
Keanu takes a second to think. And he looks up at the sky. He had a tragedy where his fiance was dead.
Fucking hell, Keanu did.
And she was pregnant with his child. Something horrible.
Jesus Christ.
A horrible tragedy happened.
Oh.
And what does Keanu say? Something very insightful. He says, I know that. Wait, I think I'm going to get it wrong.
Here, I have it.
Say it.
He was like,
say it.
Wait, what was the beginning?
He was Stephen Colbert was like, what happens?
He was like, I got it. He was like, Stephen Colbert, suck my fucking dick. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Please don't disrespect people like that, mate. I'm not.
Man.
Come on. Nah, Keanu doesn't play like that.
No, I don't. I fully don't.
He was like, I know that we
know what
miss
you're talking
them and we love them.
One of the
Something
most
like that.
Where does Keanu get all of his wisdom from? He seems to be tapped
Keanu is
into
respected by probably from all the grips that work on his movies, all the kind of like gaffers and grips.
The
because he's giving them fucking Harleys and Rolexes, so they impart their blue collar wisdom upon him.
And he absorbs it well because he's an actor, and so he can portray what he's heard.
Oh,
that's what's funny.
This is what I want to say about Satan. That Satan was the archangel of music. Did you know that?
Really?
No, I didn't have a clue about that.
What the fuck is an archangel?
An archangel is like kind of the C-suite like of a company. Like there's like the CEO, and then there's like the like CFO. It's like kind of the people that are on the board of heaven.
So an archangel.
I don't know why I'm trying to translate it to like a business.
Yeah, dude, I was like, so what? C-suite? What the fuck is that?
Jack will know.
Corporate term.
He can only speak in
put it in terms of like the stock
terms.
market. Yeah, like if this is like a stockbroker. No, so so an angel is just some bitch ass little baby flying around all fat and weird with 600 eyes, and then an archangel, that's somebody who works up at Angel Industries.
Right. The archangel has some spirit, has some fire.
I don't think they were. I think they were born that way. It's kind of classist. Like I don't think they started out as.
You
angels.
think so?
It's a caste system.
I don't think they worked their way up. I think it was just always. I think they live forever.
So
remember that movie Michael
Jackson
with John Travolta, and he plays an angel named Michael.
No.
Well, I haven't seen it, but I know it exists, and we should watch it. That's our homework for this week. Everybody, go watch Michael. Watch it with your family.
I'm never gonna laugh on this podcast again.
Why is that?
So wait, let's finish out the story of Christmas.
I will.
They're all pregnant, right? And why do they have to leave their home, Nate? Why do they have to go on a little journey on a camel or a donkey? I mean,
Oh,
you just skipped the whole wise men thing.
This
I
shit
know
is
the
so
wise men
fucking
come.
confusing, man. Can I even try and recap this? So there's a virgin. She's pregnant. Some dude Gabriel
Yeah.
comes up and tries to slide. Is that what's
Gabriel
happening so far?
no. She's not pregnant.
No,
He's like,
he wasn't
boom.
trying to hit.
He's like, boom. It's in you. You now have Jesus in your ass.
Gabe.
And you need to release him into the world.
So
by giving
Gabriel's
birth.
just letting her know, like,
He's the messenger.
By the way, don't be shocked.
okay, word.
Yeah.
He's
That's
the
all-
archangel
And so-
of messages.
All right.
Well, but then they have to get to where are they going? Bethlehem. Beautiful Bethlehem. Somewhere I've always wanted to go. They get to go there for Christmas. And they're trying to find a damn hotel, right?
and they started in
The
Nazareth.
King of all men, the King of God, Son of God. They can't find a hotel. They can't get anywhere, so they have to go to a bloody barn, right? There's no room at the inn. So guess where Jesus gets born? Not in a princely bed like a king would be.
A
Not in the
manger.
palace like a king would be. In a damn manger, Jack.
I
In
had
a
to Google
hay. In the hay next to cows,
Son of
calves,
God.
What's a
goats.
manger? What's a manger?
Oh, what's a manger?
It's a room with hay in it. Got it. Hey man. So what you're telling
and
me
then,
the story
but then
of
all
Christmas?
the three, and you want to know where the three wise men got the tip that Jesus is being born, the new king. They come from all over Africa, all the rest of the places.
Well, there's
they
only
bring in
three of them?
frankincense, myrrh, gold, and they show up to the damn manger with all
How do
this
they-
shit.
how-
all these
how do-
princes
how-
come
how-
to a barn.
Wait, we gotta slow down, Jack. This is too much information, Jack.
How do they
you're processing
stop?
this? Okay, where are you confused at? What are you understanding?
I see holes all over this plot. How do they get the three wise men? Who the fuck is that? Where do they come from? How do they fit into the story? And if they come from all over Africa, how's that possible? If there's 55 countries in Africa, there's only three wise men. They could maybe come from three places in Africa, modern speaking. And why are they there? Why does anybody give a fuck? This bitch is pregnant. Sorry to use the B word, but I'm colloquial. Whatever.
Because they somehow got the tip too that this amazing God is being
This
born.
dude's pulling up. And why did they
Yeah,
go
God's
again?
pulling up.
Why did they go from Nazareth to wherever?
Well, and you know how they did this, Jack? This is the answer to that. They were following a star in the sky.
Oh, the beautiful star.
But what was this
Yes.
star really? Well, back in those times, they could only say, "Oh, this is a star in the sky." But what was
Yeah.
that really? Now that we
The
know,
sun.
Right.
now that
Mercury.
we know about
Oh.
these crazy
Mars.
technologies in the universe, it might have been an alien spaceship.
No.
That's when I
guiding
start to be
them.
like, don't say too much because we're already writing the script about this shit. I play Joseph.
Gordon Levitt.
Fucking Rachel McAdams is playing
Oh,
Virgin
yeah.
Mary.
Nate,
Nate,
you
you're
could
playing
be
Jesus.
like,
You play
Nate.
Jesus for sure, Nate, but all grown
Yeah.
up. We got
Well,
fucking
who's
Zach
gonna be
and
the
Cody
baby?
playing the young Jesus
we should wait for Timothy Chalamet to have his kid, and then that'll be Jesus in the baby version.
in the manger.
Yeah, and then
And
maybe
Jack,
I'll
you play
be-
all the disciples like Clump style, you know.
No, Jack, you play the damn Romans.
How's
The
that
ones.
now?
You probably play Pontius Pilate, to be honest with you.
You tell me
Oh.
all of these
And-
people were still talking about the one Jesus story of Christmas?
Yep.
Pontius Pilate? That sounds like something that they couldn't have came up with back then. Like those words weren't
Yeah.
around. Like
That's
Pontius
because you,
is like a
once again, you
1980s
disrespect
name.
our ancestors and their intelligence by saying they couldn't come up with a name like
But-
that.
Can
Go
I just
ahead
share
and-
this real quick? We're just
Yeah.
1 second. 400,000 years ago, it was discovered in an archaeological discovery in 2023 that there
Snap.
was a wooden house
Oh,
discovered. And when did we think that previously a wooden structure could
What?
have been
maybe
built
10,000 years ago, the early
11,000 years ago? We thought that was the farthest back that a
We
So
know
you're
wooden
saying
nothing. We know
pre-Australopithecus? That's not possible. You're telling me
It was from
pre-Australopithecus
a
in the hominid
lower-
lineage? That's not. There's no.
Well, hold on. It's from a lower hominid that isn't even human. It was
You're
from
talking
like
about a
below Neanderthal, below
subcranial.
Can I say
subcranial
this, though?
capacity.
Because-
yeah,
We look at these other hominids and think, idiot, dumbass, couldn't figure out how to fucking kill our.
couldn't
us
make it in New
hominids.
York. Couldn't do fucking shows.
Well,
like that,
guess what? Guess who usually gets all beat up? It's the
What?
nerds. The fucking nerds are the ones that always get killed first. So I
I
bet
see
your
what you're
ass that the
saying.
Homo sapiens or whoever our direct ancestors were killed some
Now-
of these brainiac other hominids all short.
Now hold on a
You know?
second.
What do you think about that?
I think maybe. I guess if all the technology they had was wood, then maybe. But now, if some shit hit the fan, you know all the nerds are gonna be up in the motherfucking gas chamber while the asteroid cloud plume poisons all the jocks who are out there trying to fucking shoot everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Of course,
So
I know
who's
what
to
you're
say?
saying.
It depends on at what point in human technology we're at if we've shifted the power dynamic. Because these days, if someone's big and strong, we have so many tech pieces of technology that nullify.
Right.
Look at fucking like you could get murked by fucking who's that dude in the wheelchair? The scientist,
Professor
Stephen
X.
Hawking.
Stephen
yeah,
Hawking.
Stephen Hawking.
Professor X
Professor X from
The
X-Men.
Powerpuff Girls.
Patrick Stewart.
Oh. So hold on a second. I
So then
mean,
Christmas Day became
so
a thing.
she was pregnant and she went
Mhm.
to give birth in this other place,
That's
seemingly because she liked it there or some shit. Maybe it was by the coast.
She had to follow the star.
Oh, because
dude.
there was a fucking star. So she was following an alien, and suddenly she was like, "Yeah, I got to stop following this shit because I'm having a baby."
They had to get to Bethlehem.
Because why? Because that's how. I mean, this is where you go. The Bible's not literal, is it?
It's
Be careful with
But
your
notice
words.
how I ask
Metaphorical.
questions.
Yeah,
Notice how curious I am.
right.
Notice that.
I noticed.
I love,
that.
and that's why, and we love that about you.
Well, I'm just here to make sure that everybody's thinking critically about their beliefs.
So, and you know what? I look at a nativity. I'm not Christian anymore for now. It
Watch
could
out.
change pretty quickly with a couple more road bumps in the road for me.
Yeah.
I'll come crawling back. But I still see the nativity scene as an essential part of Christmas decor. What do you guys think about that? Let me get one in my just a little ass beautiful nativity scene.
Is this
Uh,
one? I'm pointing at the Joy Tactics
that-
mug.
Oh, the Joy Tactics mug. No, that's not a nativity scene in my opinion.
What makes it one? It's not even an adaptation.
Nativity scene, man. You need a fucking barn.
You need
You
natives.
need a child of the Son of God, Jesus, baby Jesus. You need the wise men. We might be the damn wise men. Why didn't we think about that? 3 straight
Oh
men.
my goodness! Can we get funding to have the 3 wise men? The journey. It's us just chilling in the desert. This would be so cheap to make. All we need is
Oh,
a
shit.
Oh,
3
that's the 3.
camels.
It's like Harold and Kumar go to White Castle, but it's Eric, Jack, and Knight play wise men that go get Jesus, find Jesus.
Oh
Yeah, but
my.
we're too fucking smoking on the thyme and the herb and the myrrh or whatever.
And you know they had probably just only hash back then. That's the ancient type of weed is hash. So we were probably all. I was having a panic attack pulling up on Jesus. Nate,
the
you were
fuck-
fucking nodding out. Jack, you're playing fucking Marley.
Playing RuneScape. Oh. Huh? Wait, what? I'm playing Marley. Does that mean I have?
Bob Marley.
Oh. I thought you meant
Acoustic.
I'm playing the dog from Marley and Me.
So okay, we hit
Okay.
the religious part of Christmas as we had to. We had to acknowledge the
All
origin
right.
that type of Christmas, even though we
So
know it's a
stretch.
pagan holiday.
Everybody, it's important to stretch.
Get it out. Now we're gonna hit the fun stuff: presents, Santa Claus, candy canes, gingerbread
Eggnog.
houses. Oh, eggnog. Let me get a sip of that.
I don't know that I've ever tried that stuff, but I bet it's fucking tasty, isn't it? They say it's
Eggnog.
gross.
You never
because-
tried eggnog, Jack?
No, we just do Bloody Marys and shit. Is eggnog good?
Yeah, eggnog is good.
But
I
it's-
couldn't believe how good it was when I was a child. It scared me how good
I would
it
say
was.
that eggnog is a little bit. It's like, it's good because it's like 20% bad. You know what I'm saying? There's kind
Yeah.
of like a taste to it where you're like, this. It's kind of like I would say like alcohol. Like
Right.
if alcohol didn't get you drunk, would you drink a beer? You need to be like maybe, but it kind of tastes bad in a way.
You need it just in
Right.
a little ass glass. You know what I mean? Take a sip of that. Slug of whiskey.
Is it supposed to have alcohol in it too?
I mean, that's
eggnog?
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
No, you are.
Egg-
You
That's
put
one of our.
alcohol-
That's one of the real life Harry Potter style drinks. You know what I'm saying? Eggnog.
So the
seems like it comes
ingredient.
from a
Oh
book.
Jesus! So eggnog is milk, whipping cream, sugar, and
Yeah.
egg yolks.
Yep.
and
Is that
probably
it?
something else. And probably something else.
Hmm.
A nutmeg you could put in there, brandy, in fact.
You're gonna need a few
vanilla
more minutes on
extract.
the incline walk on the treadmill after a glass of that. I'll just say that.
That's
I'll
curious.
just say that.
That's wise and curious. So, well, let's discuss now, because we've all kind of had falls from grace, and
Right.
though it's not about Jesus anymore, it still brings us all together, and that is interesting, right? It's like,
Of course.
what is it? Do we need to let go of it to fully let go of the trauma from being raised Christian, or do we need to just say, you know what, something really bad happened here, but also some good stuff happened, and we don't, you know what I'm trying to say, or what's happening, what's going on right now?
I'm trying to wrap my head around these sentences.
All
I
right.
think we just need to fully. I think this is a time period where
Yeah.
we need to, as Americans, just fully embrace and own the fact that this is just the capitalism of Christmas. You know,
Yeah.
just own it. Just for 1 second, put down the anarchy, put down the socialism. Let's just
And
all
just
be
go to the
capitalists.
damn mall.
Go to the
By the
fucking
way-
mall, buy some shit, support the economy. Just this
Yeah.
is a capitalist month. It's really is just a capitalist holiday.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
Christmas.
well, hold on a fucking second. I kind of want to try and reframe this idea, because is commerce inherently capitalistic? Do you know what I'm saying? Does it mean that your society has
listen.
to be capitalism to just barter? Hey man, let me get, you know what I'm saying? If it was like, let me give you exactly one goat's worth of fucking soda for that soda
Right.
for to give to my family. Do we have to be shackled by capitalism to enjoy the fruits of commerce and gift giving?
I think there's a lot of propaganda being spilled against capitalism. You know, if DSA had their way, we'd be trading potatoes for iPhones, whatever.
By the way,
But we don't live in a world where we can do that. I don't know how to grow a potato. I don't know what type of thing, how they are grown. And
root.
you know what I'm saying? So just let us have it. Let us enjoy it. Let us live in the decay and enjoy it.
Is a
Okay.
potato a seed fully?
A potato is a root. A root.
But if you put a potato in the ground, will another potato grow off?
That's a question that we should answer on our new science fucking YouTube channel.
Or do you need a potato seed?
Science for fucking 2.8 and below GPA adults.
Yeah. People are screaming outside.
It's Christmas time. That's why they're so fucking stoked. Can you imagine just getting a present and fucking screaming? Like so excited, just so excited that you scream.
You remember that
What
Nintendo
would do that?
64 video? Where the kid gets the Nintendo 64.
I got a Nintendo 64
Yeah.
for
Remember
Christmas.
this? And he screams
Yeah.
out.
What does he say? Thank you,
He's
God.
like, Nintendo 64. Like he just goes just goes fucking nuts. Like
What would
as you
what would
should.
do that for you? I mean, like,
Nate,
okay.
for you it would be a fucking new antibiotic that changes your life, that cures the disease that you're not telling everybody about.
Wow,
It would be some stem cells.
roasted.
Wrap up some stem cells. It's all gooey.
Yeah, just some
Roasted.
loose stem cells that were stolen from a lab. Don't know how to use
Oh
them.
wow. I wonder how small that would look.
A stem cell?
Because a regular cell even is probably bigger than a stem cell.
Yeah, I've seen a cell. I've seen many cells.
Yeah, I'm looking at a couple right now. Hello. No, I'm not single. So, what are we talking about again?
Christmas.
Oh yeah.
What's the best
what would
Christmas
make you go
present you
crazy?
guys ever got?
You know what comes to mind when you say that
What?
is a couple things actually. One,
Okay.
Batmobile when I was a kid.
A Batman?
What the fuck? That's awesome.
This
That's
is when
awesome.
Batman was Batman and Robin. You remember that movie with the I forget who was the Batman during
Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
Or George
Mr.
Clooney, I
Freeze.
forget.
Mr. Freeze was like part of that one, and Poison Ivy,
Yeah.
like that movie.
Oh
I
yeah.
think it's George Clooney.
By George
I
Clooney.
was really into Batman as a not super into it, but I was just like, that was all I wanted was like a fucking Batman toy. And my
Oh,
parents
shit.
were, you know, they didn't get me like good gifts. Like really.
Yeah.
I hope my mom's not listening to it. This is gonna be a fucking thing
Oh
that she's.
man.
Nate's
Can you
joke, it's a
imagine
comedy
just like,
podcast.
nah, man,
It's not-
your kids are so disappointed by your presents on Christmas.
Well,
That would be so sad.
Well, you know,
Something
they
I
didn't have a
wouldn't
lot of
do.
money, so they're.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get like a, you know, the thing that I you know, I would get like one kind of nice toy or something like that. And this was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, I can't believe I'm getting. And thinking back on that, I'm like, what was this, like $20? You know, like they couldn't get me like, are you serious?
Yeah.
inflation
yeah.
though, inflation. So that
Inflation, so that was
was probably
what?
60.
I know. Well, here's the thing. I'm such a people pleaser. If I have kids, I'm gonna be getting them whatever. You want to
You
go
want them
get
to
a
like you so badly.
getting them multiple PS5s for every room. Getting them go karts. Hmm. So the Batmobile. You know, I was. You know, I had a Superman mobile that I was obsessed
What the
with.
fuck? I didn't know he had one.
He can
had
fly.
I
Why
think
does
they
he
saw
need
the
it?
success
Yeah, why does he need a fucking car?
because I don't
Who doesn't
know
want a
why.
car? Who doesn't
Frankly,
want a
I don't
car?
know. It's something that was never answered for me. I was trying to ask them back then when I was a kid why he needs a car,
Yeah.
but it was fucking awesome. Man, you know Hasbro just laid off 1,200 employees.
Are you fucking
Toys
kidding me?
are
At Christmas time?
at
It's like
damn
laying off the
Christmas time.
elves, man. Those are the elves. God
Those
damn
are the
it.
Christmas elves, and they're putting them out on the streets.
And they're putting it down at home too.
This is the society. Yeah, those elves probably do get it in with all their Christmas magic.
Oh, they probably get it in all sorts of different directions too. What are elves doing all year? Being short. All right.
Elves? I don't know.
Right?
Okay,
Oh, they live in the
Jack,
woods.
what was your best Christmas present?
Let me think about it really hard. It had to have been a skateboard.
What was the brand?
I would say
Spitfire?
the first ever skateboard, the Tony Hawk Birdhouse deck.
Oh shit!
Blue. This is the iconic fucking graphic. The blue one with the skeleton that goes like this.
Yes, I know that damn bird.
That is an iconic graphic, and just looking at that shit makes me so fucking happy. Either that or probably a Pokemon Game Boy game.
Oh,
How
there
cool
is
was
just
that
nothing
shit
like
back
those
in the day?
Pokemon Game Boy.
That's
games.
when I
Are you
figured
kidding
out
me?
what insomnia was, and it didn't fuck with you back then. You could get no sleep as a kid and just be like, that was perfect for me, you know.
Yeah.
I needed that. I didn't need that. Every time I would sleep as a kid, I wake up and go, I didn't need that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That was like the
Now-
most immersed I'd ever been in because I was so stupid. I got my first Pokemon game, first Game Boy game ever. Didn't have any consoles, but I got the Indigo Game Boy Color. Okay, remember this
What's
was
that?
see-through purple kind of?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, that was my first Game Boy. First
Wow.
game I ever got was Pokemon Red.
Shout out.
And I couldn't figure out that you had to keep pressing the D-pad to leave Ash's house. And so the first day I played it, I was like, how do I get out of this damn house? And then I had to go to lunch the next day, and my school friend told me, you just keep pressing the button. And it'll leave.
That is funny. You
But
had
you
exhausted
know, we didn't
all your
have any.
options.
There weren't any guides. I wasn't going on. I'm sure there were guides, but I didn't have.
there
They
them.
were
were
books.
guides.
They were books.
They were books.
Yeah, they had Pokemon guides that were like little mini like magazines.
That's so
back then.
fucking sick.
I
never
was a
even-
kid that would buy I would get the guide for a video game, and I would follow it
Yeah.
You're a
and
bitch.
play by the book if I could.
When
That's
I played Fallout 3, my aunt got me the guidebook, and at the same time I was so immersed in this game, and at the same time we had this rat infestation in our house, and all these rats had died below the floorboards. And so as I'm playing it, the room smelled like rotting, sort of
Ooh.
rot. And it really put me in the game in a crazy way, where I felt like that smell associated so hard to this rotting world. Isn't that crazy?
Wow, that's beautiful. That's 4D
We need to put
right
that
there.
technology into gaming.
Yeah, for real.
You walk into the
I
fire
love a good smell,
level
dude.
and it smells like smoke.
My girlfriend got a new shit. Here I go putting her on blast. My girlfriend got a new fragrance, and it basically smells. It's a body spray, right? It
Yeah.
basically smells like Axe body spray, but in a good way. And it smells.
Oh,
it's like,
shit.
It takes me back to like.
Is it like Axe chocolate? Remember
I
that?
don't know. It smells like the blue one. I don't remember chocolate. That's food. but it reminds me of like when I wouldn't shower and I would just fucking spray like the pits of an old shirt with this, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'd put a dirty
Oh,
shirt on and
God.
just fucking wipe.
Damn,
know what I'm
Axe
saying?
is such a crazy. Who's using Axe still? Is
Let me
that just
get
for
some of
kids?
that. I want some. I want to eat some.
Axe.
Dude, Eric,
What?
I had a similar video game stuck experience when we first got the demo. Like I think it must have been like AOL sponsored Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 demo.
Yeah.
And it came on like the lid of a fucking soda or something.
Uh-huh.
And we popped that into whatever the PlayStation. And in that first level, you have to like smash through the glass to get into the hangar or whatever it was. And we would just like go down, but there was a quarter pipe in the room, and we would just like drop in, try and turn as hard as we could, back up the quarter pipe, try and turn as hard as we could. And then one day, my friend accidentally broke through the glass. And
Did it shock you?
we went, oh my fucking God. At that honestly probably changed the course of my entire life. If we had never accidentally found the rest of that level,
You wouldn't have been.
I'd probably be at least 6 feet deep. Probably 20.
You think you
though.
would have? It would have been game over for you in life.
Probably. I don't know. I think, yeah, I just think I would have been 15 years old and gotten shot.
Okay,
I
my
don't know why I
top
said
gaming
that.
moment of all time. You guys are so curious. I'll tell you what it is. I'll put you at
Your
peace.
top
No one-
gaming
no one
moment?
asked.
Top gaming moment all time.
Ooh.
It's also
That's
it's
cool.
Fallout 3. And this is I was playing at my friend David's house before we had the guide, and we were just stumbling around this damn wasteland, not knowing what the hell's going on. Young enough to where the game still kind of scared me. You know what I mean? I was scared by the monsters and the fucking ghouls,
That's good.
the radiation. And there's this one part we walk into like a shed, into a house, and we're just exploring it, and we click on a door and it opens to a basement. And in the basement is this huge level, and there's like you can get into a machine, and you know it's this abandoned basement. You get into a machine and it puts you into like a virtual reality.
What the
And the
fuck?
virtual reality was all black and white, and it was like set in the 1950s, and you can't escape. You're like in this madman's video game that he made to escape the reality of the nuclear wasteland. And we're walking around this black and white video game, and I was just fucking, because you're walking around, there's nothing going on here. What's in this house? It's a fucking whole nother level where you're putting a black and white.
Fucking hell.
Can you imagine? I mean, that's
No.
Do they have that in games like this anymore? I don't know. Can
No,
the
they
experience
don't.
be that pure?
So what
I'll
if
never
you
know.
died and when you went to heaven, heaven is just a highlight reel of all your top 10 plays in video games? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that would be.
I would be so disappointed if that was.
That
What?
would
This
be
is what heaven is?
Yeah.
Are you
I'd rock
fucking
with
kidding
that.
me?
I'd
Yeah,
take it.
man.
Compare, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, if the afterlife is even like remotely benign, I will
Yeah.
be relieved. It could suck. It could be like you are gonna be in relive your fucking elementary school cafeteria food every day for eternity. I'd be like, all right, well, you know what?
We're headed to
Sure.
psychedelic pain after we pass from this plane. I just know it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
realistic.
I just know it's not going to be pleasant. Everybody that has the near-death experiences say, "Oh, I felt peace that I want to go back to so bad." Yeah, you might have felt it for a second right before you went into the fucking eternal torture chamber. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you were in the lobby.
yeah,
pre-pain
the-
lobby.
Yeah.
That's right.
Good
Can I share
God.
my top gaming moment?
Please.
Say it now.
And I think it might be best said in the form of song. Actually,
What the fuck?
I don't know if you guys will know this, but this was my top gaming moment, and I'll sing and I'll just sing a little song.
Let's
For
hear
you
it.
and I, there's a new line.
What the hell's that?
Hey, angels fly, my sanctuary.
My
You know what that is?
Is that Kingdom Hearts? What is it?
Yep.
It's Kingdom
correct.
Hearts?
Yeah.
Oh my Kingdom Hearts.
I honestly never played that game, but I love that song.
How do you know that song?
I've just
I
been,
don't even know
there's
that
no
song.
pocket of the YouTube that I haven't been to. So if you think I haven't seen a fucking metal cover of that song, you're out of your mind for no reason.
So this was when you beat. This is kind of like the theme song of Kingdom Hearts, which is kind of a
Yeah.
Final Fantasy / Disney collaboration. One of the first collaborations ever in the history of media. Wow. And I remember beating that game, and I was brought to tears.
Wow.
Beating this game. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I know. And it was one of the most satisfying gaming experiences, and it has a really emotional kind of end to it, and the cut scene, because I would live for them the cut cover.
Really?
And why were
That's
they
awesome.
so? And I would always be like, why are they so why is the rendering so much better than the actual game? Why can't the game be this good? You know?
Yeah,
what I'm
if I
saying?
was in charge,
Yeah.
I'd make everything look that good, no doubt.
Yeah.
It would
It'll
just
happen.
be no question that I'd make the whole game look that good.
That always kind
Well,
of
you'll
pissed
be
me
this-
off
yeah.
as a sidebar, but anyways.
I remember I got
There's-
the demo for Battlefront, the first Star Wars Battlefront game with my buddy Nick, and we just played that. There's an indoor level where you're just and we played it for 10 hours, just the same level over and over again. That was because I was such a Star Wars fan that I could play as a stormtrooper bodying the hell out of rebels. Are you kidding me?
There's nothing like it.
Can you imagine that?
That's when a video game is good. Is when you're not playing to win, you're playing to live.
Right.
When you're playing like when I'm playing Skate 3 still pretty much every day of my life.
Yeah.
And I'm skating like realistically, I'm like, oh, what would, for the heads out there, what would Eric Costin be skating like on this fucking set, this fucking 8, you know what I'm saying? Duh. Because I want to get in there, man. I want to go in, take me in. How about this? I can't believe y'all didn't finish Elden Ring. Shame on you. Shame on you both.
Shame
What's
on
wrong with
fucking
you?
I'm
who
not
made
good
that
enough.
game. Shame on them. Shame
JK
on them for
Joker.
making that.
Can we get a little
game.
more story in there? I mean, I know
Whoa,
if you're
whoa,
smart
whoa,
enough,
whoa,
if you're a
whoa,
brainiac,
whoa.
you can understand the story. I couldn't give me a
The story is
real
beautiful.
story.
I didn't look at it for 1 second. I skipped every single dialogue
Cutscene.
thing. I couldn't name one character. I just am fighting oriented and I want to win.
So in
But
the
dude-
past, young men's lives were shaped by labor, by war, by
Famine,
religion,
environmental
by
catastrophe.
global conflict. Our lives are shaped, so it seems, by moments in video games. Is that right?
They're shaped
That
by
is
the mind.
correct. That is
We need
shaped
to
by-
get it
objectively correct.
together. There's a masculinity crisis going on for a reason, and it's because of our media diet. You know what I'm saying? It's fluff.
If they
Right.
would just have little classes on masculinity, moments of masculinity.
Yeah.
Here, I'm going to hook everybody up right now. I'm going to give you a lesson. Let's say there's a public emergency. You're standing
I'd be
around.
right fucking in there.
That's right. But a lot of listeners, they don't know how to fucking operate. If you see somebody collapse, this is what you do. Don't fucking look around. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? Run over to them immediately. Grab their face on both sides like this so that you're like looking into their eyes. You know what I'm saying? Feel their neck, see if they're responsive, and then say this out loud. Is anyone here a doctor? Is anyone here a doctor or a nurse? Lock that in. Lock that
Yeah.
sentence in, and you didn't do anything, but you just need to be ready for moments like that. And then what do?
Tourniquet. No matter what's going on, if they're choking, tourniquet. Tourniquet. Wrap it so tight around their fucking throat that the fucking
Their throat.
obstruction pops out. You know what I'm saying?
No,
The
no,
tourniquet
no,
works
no,
in
no,
so many
That'll kill them.
situations.
That'll kill them. That'll kill them.
Do you guys know
And
how
by
to
the
do
way-
CPR?
course I
Depends on the chick.
You
I'm
basically, you know how to do
playing.
CPR.
Playing,
It's
playing,
not just a light. I'll just tell you right now, if you guys are ever saving anybody, which I pray to God you don't have to, but based on the global climate, a lot of us are going to be doing CPR in the next 20 years. You
What does
need
that
to
stand
push
for?
so hard on their fucking chest that you break their ribs. That's
What?
the amount of
No,
Yeah.
this is not medical advice. We are not medical professionals. Please do not. We are not financial responsibility for any of it.
But we are
Legal
smarter
Don't
than
even
them,
put
and we
that
do
disclaimer,
have
dude,
more
because
experience.
you're disrespecting my knowledge. You need to basically break their ribs to get into their heart and get that shit restarted. It's not an easy process. That heart wants to
I'm imagining somebody hearing this and then they push so hard they like go into their body and it's like, and they're like, oh shit.
Oh snap!
It just starts fucking spraying blood everywhere.
Well, that's how you can really fix it, is if you can get your hands in there.
That's if The
Ideally, if
Rock
someone's
was doing
joking.
CPR. He would just
What's that?
go through their whole core.
Remember in the Matrix when Neo puts his hand into Trinity's chest and goes squeezes it from the
Yeah,
inside?
that's rude.
Shit.
Oh,
Remember when Vin
that's
Diesel
the ultimate
did-
sexual experience, getting your heart squeezed from the back. Can you imagine?
Ooh, I just can't.
Okay, let me ask you guys this. I'm at home right now. My mom's house right now. I mean, my mom is at work. My brother's not here till Sunday. None of my friends seem to want to hang out with me. So I'm all alone with a Nissan Rogue. What the hell do I do what would you guys do with your time here? What do I do? Drive around and look at my high school? Do I go to lunch and sit alone and think about the
Well, why doesn't
things that shaped
nobody
me
want
as
to
a
hang
boy?
out with you, Eric?
What do you mean?
If you just
I have reached a level of success to where the conversations are so one-sided me, and it's not my fault. Like I try to ask them about their lives, and they're
Yeah.
so fucking boring that the conversation dies on the spot.
Hate
So
that.
that's why.
Eric, you need to do the Seattle mall meetup, dude. There's a lot of fans in Seattle
Oh.
apparently.
You know, I've
and,
gotten some messages about people that live in my mom's town called Linwood.
Are you
So
serious?
anybody wants to chill,
What's the mall?
Smoke.
What's the mall in your?
Alderwood Mall, bro. And I already shouted it
Oh.
out. It's so fucking. I might just go there today.
You
It's
should.
a bubble tea.
You should. And you should go there tomorrow again for the meetup.
Sign some autographs.
Maybe I'll go to the movie theater. Do you guys know this? One of my first dates I ever went on. Have I told you guys this?
Uh-oh.
I really like this girl, and she kind of like. I think she liked me back. Frankly, I think I fumbled the bag. And I was like, I used to volunteer for the Seattle Film Festival, and one of the theaters I volunteered at was called the Harvard Exit. It's this really cool theater in Capitol Hill. I don't know what it's like now, but it felt like smart. It felt like you would go there and read a book and then watch a movie and then have a coffee. You know what I'm saying? It's a
Yes.
type of theater you drink wine at and watch independent cinema.
Like fucking
So
Night
I was
Hawk.
taking her out. We are going out on Friday night. I didn't look to see what movie was playing. I just didn't even look up I just bought tickets to the 7:00 showing. The only thing playing was Precious. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
Smart movie.
I met
based on the
Precious.
novel Push Bass. You met
What?
Precious, the real
the
woman?
character?
No, the actress Gabrielle,
Oh.
whatever.
Where did you meet her?
She came and saw me at Second City.
You
Oh,
forget.
Shit.
Nate was kind of. You lived a life of kind of.
You
Kim
missed
Jong.
that life, don't you?
whatever.
Second City meeting all the celebrities.
Then you moved to LA and you got humbled, didn't you?
Yeah,
Look at
yep,
you.
yep.
You got the LA hat on and everything. They own you now. Look at you, pathetic. You should be wearing a Second City hat, Second City main stage hat.
I need that pen, dude.
I'll give it to you.
So we're watching Precious, Push by Sapphire. Great movie, but it didn't set a good tone for a first date, really. And then we went to Mexican food, but she wasn't hungry, so I ate a chimichanga all by myself while she drank water.
Eric
And
Real,
that was-
Mexican
Wow.
food alert.
Alert! 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 Alert!
Eric is
Alert!
talking
You know,
about
we still- I
Mexican
moved from
Mexican food.
chimichangas to burritos. You know what I'm saying?
Say it again.
I moved from getting chimichangas everywhere I went to burritos.
A chimichanga is a deep fried burrito.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm moving in the right direction.
What's next? A bowl.
Tacos, and then it's fucking taco salad.
Damn,
and
if
then
I
it's
don't want
fucking
Mexican food
water,
right now.
and then it's the
Mexican
gravy.
food sounds really good, doesn't it, Nate?
I had some last night. Enchiladas much?
You want to have some, man?
I went to Salsa and Beer this past week.
What? And you didn't
Oh, wow.
tell us?
I think I told you who I went with, but I don't know if I told you where we went.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that was
Um,
delicious, man.
Did they like it?
They did.
Did Jeremy Allen White like it?
Well, now
We
the
should
cat's
have
out of the
fucking-
bag.
yeah. When are we gonna have the bear reunion episode? You know what I'm saying? Get
Oh. We
everybody
definitely
all up
should
in
host
here.
it. There's no question we should host it.
We will.
Host
we will.
the
We would
Bear?
host it for GQ.
Did I not tell you? It's in the books. GQ already hit my line, even though No, they did.
I want to
Wait.
go to a GQ party more drunk than anybody's ever. Like, I want to get met. I want to have a team of doctors checking my blood constantly to see make sure I'm the most drunk anybody's ever been at the GQ party.
You want to
Ripping
have
it
a BAC monitor that live streams your blood alcohol content on your forehead?
Yeah, exactly.
That is cute. Like a Peter Frampton style tube. Is that who that is?
Yeah, Peter Frampton. Yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah.
What is your
Every
guys'
time I know.
What is your guys' style going to be like at a sort of Esquire party when we're inevitably going to be invited to these things? To the men's
We're
style, the men's icon award of the year 2026. So Jack is going to be
That's
wearing.
Jack is kind of fucking Bloodborne
What the
level.
hell is that?
Did you like The Bear, the new season of The Bear?
Yeah. If you can't see what Jack's wearing, it looks like he's wearing one of Sauron's, when Sauron was in physical form, Sauron's finger armors. I'll just put it
this
that's
is a
so
metal
sick.
finger. That's a metal claw that I used to wear.
You're
in my
gonna
improv shows.
wear that. I'm gonna go Peaky Blinders style.
Yeah. And Nate,
Killian Murphy.
What am I going to have?
You
You know,
going to go
we said Cillian
latex,
Murphy on a
skin-tight
podcast recently, and
latex.
people were roasting us. Apparently, it's Killian.
Killian Murphy.
Killian Murphy.
Who's
That's
that? Is he
right.
from Oppenheimer?
That's right.
He's got a face that looks interestingly demented.
I'm going to go with injuries, new injuries. Like, they'll be
What?
like, oh, shit. Like, that'll be my thing is I have, like, a big, like,
Open
gash on
wound.
my face or, like,
Yeah.
Jeez, man.
fresh blood.
We're
And
not
is it
coming to
fake?
play at those things. By the way, a lot of fucking young celebrities, people don't know how these things work. Treat them like parties when in reality they're business events.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
It's clear.
saying? That's the thing
Yeah.
that they don't understand, that we are going to come in.
What we're gonna be doing is taking pictures of people. We're gonna be in the bathroom the whole time while everyone's getting drunk and partying. We're gonna be in the bathroom with a Contax film camera, and we're gonna be taking pictures of every celebrity that goes in there and does your little candy bump, and then we're gonna use that against you
Yeah.
as collateral.
Just say no, right? That's what you told us, celebrities. Just say no, right? Well, what
Right.
about you, bitch? Why are you getting all hammered out on ketamine?
Like you
And
got
ketamine
milk.
now. I never want to see anybody doing that shit again. Stay away from me. If you've done ketamine, stay away from me and my family. We don't rock with you. We don't need to get fucked up in that type of way. We stick with the classics, alcohol,
Beer.
and all the other normal substances. Ketamine.
My
stay
aunt's doing
away.
ketamine therapy for depression. I shouldn't say that.
That's awesome. To me, that's awesome.
Cut
If it's
that out,
used
cut that out.
medicinally, like they used to do it back in the ancient
It is
times.
medicinal.
Good. Good.
What are we talking about? Oh shit.
Well, we
I
should
just
be talking
remembered
about what gave
something.
us joy this week.
All
if I'm
right,
gonna
let's
be
see what
honest.
gave us joy. Let me just start out with a couple of names, right? I don't know if people have heard of these people. Adam Sandler,
Oh,
Oh.
Harvey Keitel,
Oh.
Paul
Mean
Rudd.
Streets.
What's his name? John Stewart,
Jacob Jingleheimer's name.
John Oliver, whoever else. Literally, I was in a room with these celebrities. I'm not fucking kidding.
Fuck.
Chris
And
Rock
dude,
too, right?
Chris Rock. That's right.
Christopher Rock.
And I just knew it gave me such joy to feel like, man, I made it. I fucking made it. I wasn't in that scenario because I was invited. They were all performing. I wasn't performing. They didn't know who I was. I didn't meet just about any
Right.
of them. And
Well, tell them what
But
you do.
somehow I still
You've
knew.
been catering for events. And
I basically work for a shrimp cocktail industry provider. And what I do is I wake up at 4 a.m. and I drive out to the bay on Staten Island and I pick up about 10.5 pounds of shrimp, raw shrimp.
Just 10.5 pounds for all them people.
Yeah, you don't need that much shrimp.
Yeah, shrimp. A little shrimp goes a long way.
Yeah. No, you know what? I was just what was I doing? I was tag riding.
it was a charity event, right?
It
Charity.
was a charity event. It was a charity event, and I may have Googled it on the way over and found that it was a bit unethical, but it's probably not. It's probably all good. But
I bet you could
It was
probably
nice to be-
make that conclusion about a lot of different charities. You know?
Right.
no one's perfect, man. You know what? Is it net positive?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably.
That's all we're looking for. That's all we need is for me to rock with someone, they just need to be net positive. They could have done a lot of bad.
Because if you come over to and go into my house and you steal, let's say, whatever, $20, but you leave like an amazing pie or something,
Yeah.
so be it.
So
I feel like I'll have come
leave
up.
that buttercream pie, and you can go on your way.
Wow.
So you guys want to know what gave me joy? You're so curious.
So desperately.
I've been waiting for an
Well,
hour.
you know I'm back home in Linwood, Washington.
Right.
I grew up in Edmonds, but after the divorce, my mom.
What's the area code there?
98020.
That can't be right.
No. Area code.
Oh, 425.
Yeah.
We're just showing our cards as being like the dumbest fucking people on the planet. Good God. Good God.
And yet, you know what's
I almost want
annoying?
to edit
It's
that
like,
out.
no, man. What's annoying about this level of stupidity is like we're not fucking dumb enough to like really just being like enjoying everything. Like we're just
Right.
fucking neurotic enough.
We're
Yeah.
just aware enough to be in
To be
eternal
confused.
pain. Yeah.
Literally, exactly.
God damn it.
Literally,
spot.
we have the worst IQ, the worst possible IQ.
Right.
I think I did my IQ test, and I'm one. I paid for the IQ test because after enough gaps like this, I wanted to.
That's
know.
IQ. That's the IQ
That's
test.
the IQ test.
Did you pay for it? That's your
What
answer.
did I think I got 118.
That's what my blood pressure is.
I want to get an IQ tutor so I can,
Nah,
There's
because
no
you could
such
ace that
Like
thing
cheat.
with enough training, right?
No, because
you could just take it twice, right?
No,
Well, it's all fucked up. It's hard. It's like here's 17 different triangles. You have a minute.
I
and a
know
half.
it's the most busted. To me, it's outdated.
It's
like-
too hard.
If someone took our social IQ though, it would be fucking mutant level off the
and
charts.
Next level, Eric,
Professor
by the
X
way-
level social mutations.
and beyond social IQ, emotional IQ. Emotional IQ. We are basically grandmaster, black belt, red belt dragons in
Yeah.
emotional intelligence.
And Nate's got Greek god level sexual IQ.
Oh, Nate, you're the fucking Charlie
Putting it
Chaplin
down.
of sex. You know
Oh
what I'm saying?
shit! But I'm back here yesterday. I got home, took $100 Uber from the airport to my mom's house, and then walked down to the little strip mall and got the best pho ever. It's called Pho Tan Bros. And maybe there's better pho in Seattle, but this is where I always went to high school. And nowhere in New York that I've been can do it quite the same way, where the broth is just off the fucking charts. You get the flank steak mixed with the fucking brisket, get hella jalapenos, put the chili oil in, and giddy up. Get ready for an amazing
What
bowl
is the
of food.
best restaurant in Seattle, Eric?
That's where you're gonna lose me. I don't think I know. I'm not
Really?
I'm not up
Okay.
on the amazing restaurants in Seattle.
Well, maybe
We
that
lost
could be
him.
a little bit of a discovery thing for you. Do you have a car while you're there? You said you rented a car.
Yeah, I mentioned I rented a Nissan
That's
Rogue
so
and
awesome.
at almost no
That's
expense
fun.
to me.
Well, you guys
So
are-
that bowl of pho was huge, and then I got Starbucks after that. Then I had a migraine.
well,
Nate, what brought you joy,
that's
dude? I
awesome.
want to know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you guys probably wondering about what gave me joy?
Yeah.
Let's just say, what gave me joy happened 1 hour ago, almost precisely, when I took a cold shower. My shower does not get that cold, and I think I've told you, Jack, your old
Yeah.
apartment got. That's the cold I'm looking for. Your shower got ice fucking cold, dude. And in LA, the water just doesn't, whatever my fucking shower system just doesn't get cold in the summertime, but in the wintertime, it'll get pretty cold where it'll shock your system, give me that wake up I need.
Snap.
Yeah.
And it was hitting today. It was extra cold today. And yeah, I'm getting the dopamine increase. Why am I turning? I feel like I'm turning into like a fucking like
Yeah, you're turning into like
the busted Huberman.
It
You're living
really.
like
I'll
a-
tell you what. It's because it kind of
I'm
works.
fasting
doesn't
right
it?
now. I'm doing the
Cold.
cold
Yeah.
showers.
It's because
And
we're
you're-
trusting men
oh.
again.
Finally, finally.
We're finally trusting men again.
I think what we're doing is we are taking health protocols that are being traditionally given to 70-year-old men, and we're implementing them now.
Right.
For no reason.
Well, Merry Christmas week before Christmas, everybody. Merry Monday before Christmas. We love you all. We think of you. And I wonder if we'll get any Christmas presents from anybody. Even if it's just a compliment, it would mean so much too, especially us.
And
specifically Eric,
shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's the eighth night of Hanukkah was yesterday, so I guess you could send me 8 presents too, and none for these 2 fucking...
Curious.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Curious how selfish you are.
Whatever they say.
Mad how selfish you are.
Well, God chose you guys to suffer. That's all it is.
I know that.
So,
okay, everybody. Peace and love. God be with us. God be with us this season.
Well, that concludes another incredible fucking episode of Joy Tactics. Head over to patreon.com/joytactics to unlock exclusive weekly bonus episodes. And make sure to follow us on social media where we post fire TikToks and hilarious shit like that. And if you loved the shit you just listened to, make sure to subscribe, rate, and leave us a review. Thanks for listening, and remember, we are shaped by our thoughts, we become what we think. When the mind is pure, joy follows like a shadow that never leaves.